Yeah, welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a fabulous Tuesday. Y'all, it is a lot going on in the Diddy trial world, okay? Let's clarify some things because there's like some misinformation being put out. I know we are excited. I don't want to use the word excited, but I know we're looking forward to hearing a verdict. We can't rush things and just put stuff out there, okay? And so I wanted to clarify some things that I've been hearing and so forth, but we are close. We are very, very close to possibly hearing the complete verdict. Now, the jury has reached a verdict on today. However, they have not shared that verdict with us. Okay, so we want to make sure that that we are saying the right things. Now, they have only reached a verdict in 4 out of the 5 charges. So we're going to go over what those charges were, which one they were not able to reach, what happened with the jury in front of the judge this afternoon, and Diddy had a message to his family. So let's see who we have here so far. Also, make sure y'all hit the like, let everyone know we are live. If you would like to support this channel and sponsor this live, you can also buy me a coffee, and that link is in at the top of your screen. It is pinned. Also, you're welcome to send a Cash App, super sticker, or a super chat. All right, let's see what we have. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Kay Brown. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, I have both Rebeccas. Hey, Rebecca Boo in the building. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this thing. Now, the jurors in the sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy trial of Sean Diddy Combs have notified the court that they did reach a verdict on counts 2, 3, 4, and 5, but they are unable to reach a verdict on count 1. Okay, so let's go over what the different counts were. Okay, so count 1 was the racketeering conspiracy count. Okay, count count 2 was sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Now, this pertained to victim number 1, which is Cassie. Okay, then you have count 3, transportation to engage in prostitution, pertains to victim 1, Cassie Ventura, and also commercial sex workers. Okay, count number 4, turn that down, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, pertaining to victim number 2, which was Jane. Okay, then we have count number 5, transportation to engage in prostitution, pertains to victim number 2, and which is Jane, and commercial sex workers. Now, count number 1 carries the heaviest penalty. This is why count number 1, this racketeering conspiracy, is such a huge charge. And we kind of already stated that this would be one of those charges that the jury would have difficulty with. Okay, this one has a maximum sentence of life in prison. Okay, now counts 2 and 4, okay, which are the sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, have a minimum sentence of 15 years and a maximum sentence of life in prison. Okay, so he's looking at a minimum of 15 there. but that also goes up to life. So I guess he probably trying to say, okay, if I get the minimum, what would be the minimum number of years? Okay. Then you have counts number 3 and 5, which are the transportation to engage in prostitution charges. Those carry a maximum sentence of 10 years. Okay. Let me go over to the chat, see what y'all are saying. Hey, Ridgeway, welcome. I'm sorry, Dr. Ridgeway. Okay. Thank you for joining. All right. So both the prosecution and the defense indicated that they wanted the judge to push the jury to continue deliberating. Okay. Now, Combs' defense attorney, that Mark Agnafilo, that man named Lord, um, said that the defense prefers the judge to bring the jury out to instruct them in person rather than just sending them a note. Okay. So then after that, y'all, the judge decided to bring them back into the courtroom. Okay. Um, all right, let me read for y'all what he stated. So once they were back into the courtroom, um, the judge said that he wanted to just tell them and ask them to keep deliberating. Okay. And then he wanted to recite some of the lines about deliberations from his instructions. Okay. So here are the lines in the instructions that the judge reads to the jury. It says again, your verdict must be unanimous, but you are not bound to surrender your honest convictions concerning the effect or weight of the evidence for the mere purpose of returning a verdict or solely because of the opinion of other jurors. Each of you must make your own decision about the proper outcome of this case based on your consideration of the evidence and your discussions with your fellow jurors. No juror should surrender his or her conscientious beliefs for the purpose of returning a unanimous verdict. It is your duty as jurors to consult with one another and to deliberate with the view to reaching an agreement. Each of you must decide the case for himself or herself, but you should do so only after a consideration of the case with your fellow jurors. And you should not hesitate to change an opinion when convinced that it is erroneous. Discuss and weigh your respective opinions dispassionately, without regard to sympathy, without regard to prejudice or favor for either party, and follow my instructions on the law. Okay. And so the judge read that to the jury. He did not just want to keep sending a note back there. Now, I do know prosecutors, the prosecution team, I should say, wanted to invoke what they call an Allen charge. Okay, let me go back to what that was because I'm like, what's an Allen charge? Let me see if I'm missing anything. Okay. Hey, the Mr. CKV is in the building. Welcome, bro. Okay, he said the real question is, are you going to send him money? Oh my goodness. No, that's not the real question. We need you up on the panel. Oh my goodness. I have questions. See, you the lawyer in the building. Okay. Because we got some misinformation out here that I'm just not liking getting out here. So I was like, look at here. We about to okay, let me see. In case you want to come up, I know you probably at work. But I want to know, how does this work, CKB? If they are not able to come up with a unanimous vote on that charge number one, okay? Does that mean that the entire trial is a hung trial? Or how does this work? That's my question. But no, I don't have no money for his commissary. Are they still having issues? Yes. Well, it's probably a couple of jurors that they're having issues with. And I wanted to know if they are having problems with the same juror from yesterday. Juror number 25 stated that he was pretty much unable to follow the judge's instructions. So I don't know what was going on with him, but they probably should have let him go yesterday and let one of the alternates take over. Okay. Let's see. Please help me welcome our new members to the True Frankie fans. What is that? Rebecca. Hey, Glenn. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Yes, he made the jury go back to deliberate. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me go back to what I was looking at. I wanted to. I'm gonna come back to that. Thank y'all for your patience. Okay. The Allen charge. Okay. So the government had asked for a modified Allen charge. And then the defense has stated that it was too early for that. And they wanted the judge to do more gentle language. So an Allen charge is a set of instructions that asks the jurors to re-examine their own views and opinions in order to reach a decision. Now, if they can't come up with a decision tomorrow on that charge number one, I'm wondering, will they go towards and invoke that Allen charge? Okay, so that they kind of have to re-examine their opinions and views, so we can come on and get answers. that's where they're headed to. I told y'all it wasn't good this morning when they were trying to figure out what the word distribution meant in the law. They were stuck on that one word. That in itself let us know. Okay, so Mr. CKB said yes. If they cannot reach a verdict on count one, the RICO, the court would issue a mistrial. Oh my gosh, no. Are you serious? Which means he says, and he's a lawyer, y'all, which means the prosecution can retry or drop. Oh my goodness. Okay, so making the jury return to deliberations. Okay. Oh my gosh. CKB. So you mean to tell me we would have wasted 6 weeks of our lives? Oh my God. Yes. Hey, boo. Yes. They're still deliberating. They have not reached a unanimous vote on the RICO charge. So after the judge told them that, okay, this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Let's see here. So they left the courtroom. They went back there and told the judge that they were done for today, but they will continue tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And the jury was dismissed for the day. Okay, so they have left the building. They are not even there. So I don't know where people are getting that they stated what the verdict is. No, they have not. They said that they reached a verdict in 4 out of the 5 charges. The RICO charges, charge number 1, that is the one that they have not reached. Okay, and so the judge stated that tomorrow he's not even going to bring the jury into the courtroom. Okay, wherever they go and do their deliberations, he is going to send them to that room. And once all of them are there, they can get started ASAP. So it's possible if they can get in there and get it done tomorrow morning, we may know all of the verdicts tomorrow. Yes, Dreamy Girl, no verdicts today. They've reached them, but they haven't shared the verdicts with the public. Okay, on the other 4 charges, they have not. So hopefully tomorrow, Mr. CKB is a lawyer with expertise. He came in here and he stated that if they do not reach a verdict on count number 1, the RICO charge, the court would issue a mistrial. Okay. And then that means that the prosecution can either retry the case or drop the case. So we would have wasted 6 to 7 weeks of our lives. Okay, I can't wait to find out the verdict because my suspense is killing me. Me too. I really want to know too. I don't know why we so why are we all up into the verdict like everybody trying to find out. Oh my goodness. I'm like, this is too much. Okay, so Rebecca said Friday is a holiday. Oh, best believe they're not going into the holiday with this. Okay. Everybody, they're gonna start threatening the other jurors. Look at here. You better come on, pick an answer. Okay. Dreamy Girl said I done got a headache. I'm done. I am. It has me on edge too. And this is not even our lives. Okay. So, y'all, so at the courthouse, now I could say his mom has been there with him through all of this. Okay. Well, he had his 6 adult children, all of his children were there. His mother was there. So he whispered before he left, he whispered to his children who were seated in the second row behind him that he loved them. Okay. Then he also leaned over to his mother who had asked him a few questions. See, this is my thing. Now, CKB, I don't know how it's supposed to roll in the courtroom when it comes to the defendant and people in the courtroom. I thought they were not supposed to be talking to anyone. Okay, because I don't trust you. What you telling your mom? Okay. So my thing is this. What questions, what did she ask? Okay, what questions you got? What are y'all talking about so much? You talked to him earlier during the day. Now you're talking to him again. That's too much talking. Okay. And then he proceeded to tell her again, I'll be all right. Love you. And he tapped his chest. So I don't know if he's concerned. I know someone was live earlier and they stated that it looked like the defense team were kind of consoling him. See, I told y'all, if he gets a lot of time, he's fainting. Okay, they're gonna need some of the sauce. They're gonna need some of that sauce or whatever that little smelling sauce to bring him back. If he gets that RICO charge, found guilty, and he got to go to jail over 10 years, he's not used to this. He's not built for it. He has not had to probably, do any consequences for his actions. Okay. He's not used to being told no or you're in trouble. So it's going to be a shocker. Okay. CKB said, I tell you one thing. I hope it is a mistrial. Why? This is an unlimited source of content. I have to give my TikTok notes. Okay. Oh my goodness. But wait though. If it's a mistrial, we have to wait and see if they're going to retry though, right? If they don't retry, it's no more content on this. Oh my goodness. Yes, Dreamy Girl. It's so many lies. That's why I haven't really gone over to anyone's channel to listen to it or any updates. I have a place that I go to look for my updates. And no, because it's too much going on right now. I said, let me focus because I did go to Neek and I peeked in Neek at night and she was interviewing with someone outside the courtroom to kind of give us some updates. And like that man, one of the men that was out there, he told her, thank you for your integrity. You're waiting. You're not putting out false information. He said some people are trying to rush to put out information first and they're giving false information. He said also you have these AI voices that are putting out false information too. So it's good to have a face and have people, that are being integrous with this, because some people just want everyone flocking to their channels, and they're not even giving the jury gone. Okay, if the jury is gone home, how is the jury there giving information? Okay, they will give that information tomorrow. So yes, you got to go to sleep, get up, go back to the courthouse again tomorrow. It's as simple as that. Or tune in or find your updates tomorrow too. Okay, we all hate to have to do that, but yeah, we're gonna stay posted. Hey, love me, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, CKV said during deliberations, the parties are essentially free to do as they please, so he could essentially chat with whomever. Oh, okay. I was just wondering how that worked, because I'm like, that's a lot of talking. Thank you for clarifying that. They retried Gotti 4 times, so I'm sure they're going to retry him at least once. Wow. Man. So, okay, when they have a retrial, is it a big gap in between the two trials? Or is it something that we can get to within a few weeks? Man, this is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. This is one of the craziest trials ever. I mean, it seems like with R. Kelly, they went in there and got it done. Okay. With this Diddy stuff, you got jurors clowning and acting up. I don't know if they'd have got to some of the jurors, allegedly, in my opinion. I don't know what's happening with the jurors. Okay. If they felt like they could not do this, they should have said that earlier on. And then, especially if one of these, let me see. Let me look at who these jurors are. Okay, so baby, I'm getting my law degree. Because, see, this here, y'all can't tell me nothing. Okay, so that juror number 25, see, I don't know if he the hold up. He's the one that was giving them problems yesterday. He's a 51-year-old man who works as a scientist. He lives in Manhattan with his domestic partner. Okay, now see, he probably kind of feeling he probably kind of feeling Diddy, them freak outs and stuff, like, oh, he was just being freaky. Okay, so he probably having a hard time finding him guilty, in my opinion. He can probably, kind of get with what he likes, the freaky stuff. Do he still stay in jail if it's a retrial? That's a good question. Okay, thank you, CKB. Look, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the expertise in the chat. He said yes, he still has to stay. Well, hey, now that there is a bad thing for him. He still has to stay in jail, y'all, even if they do a retrial. Oh my goodness. So let's see here. So juror number 2 is a 69-year-old man who works as a massage therapist in Manhattan. He has a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Acting from New York University. So that's juror number 2 who's deliberating. Let's see who's the culprit. Okay, let me go through this. So possibly number 25. Okay. Juror number 5 is a 31-year-old man who works as an investment analyst. His hobbies include golf, tennis, and video games. And he described himself as an active churchgoer. He probably said guilty. Okay. That juror is an active churchgoer. He probably saying guilty. Now I wonder, is he holding it? I wonder, is he holding it up? Okay. Let's look on at juror number 28. He's a 30-year-old. Oh, this is a woman. She is a 31. No, she's 30. 30-year-old woman who lives in the Bronx. Excuse me. With her mother and brother. She works as a deli clerk at a grocery store. I don't know. Excuse me. Let me drink some water. I mean, probably got her. Juror number 55 is a 42-year-old woman who lives in Manhattan with her fiance. She works at a nursing home. Oh, Lord. She works at a nursing home and says she is not a fan of the news. Child, if you there with those elderly people watching some news. Okay, you probably been watching the news too. Hey Kay, welcome. Yes, Kay, you have to catch up. Okay. To be honest, this is actually a good jury for Diddy. Okay, okay. I agree with you, whatever you say in this situation, because I am not the expert. Okay. All right. So, wow. Juror 75 is a 68-year-old man who is retired and previously worked in finance. He lives in Westchester County with his wife and said he listens to old Indian music and likes to play cricket and volleyball. 68? I'm allowed. 68? He's still playing volleyball? Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Juror number 116 is a 68, another 68-year-old man who lives also in Westchester County with his wife and kids. He's a retired lineman. I don't know about that one. Kay said, I'm sick of it. Exactly, love me. They probably still thinking about that video. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you. All right, then we have juror number 160 is a 43-year-old woman who is a physician's assistant and works with elderly patients. She lives in Westchester County with her husband and kids. Okay. Juror number 184 is a 39-year-old man who lives in the Bronx with his brother. He's a social work program supervisor and part-time security guard who has a master's degree in social work. Okay, okay. This is a good jury. Okay. Jury 201 or juror 201 is a 67-year-old man who has two adult children and works as a logistics analyst. He lives alone in Westchester County. Wow. Juror 217 is a 74. Golly, they got all these 68, 70. So wonder it's taking them a long time. These people are not able to keep. Wait a second. Now wait. The CKB. Why is the older the better? Please enlighten us. Okay, on that part. Because I'm like, did they follow? I mean, at 68 and 7, could they hear? I would be concerned with those type of things. If they don't reach agreement on RICO, then something shady going on with the embezzlement, the bribery, definitely, and use of company funds alone. That's enough. And all of those were admitted to in court. I agree, hey boo. Yes, I definitely agree with that. Okay, I'm not being like against elderly whatsoever, but I'm saying in this particular environment, during a court case, I would be a little concerned. Did y'all hear me over there? So wonder some of them were falling asleep. I see why. Okay. So this particular juror 217 is a 74-year-old woman who works as a treatment coordinator and has a bachelor's degree in sociology. She lives alone in Manhattan and she does not have children. Okay, and then the last one is juror 230, 57-year-old man who works as a manufacturing architect and has a master's degree in mechanical engineering. He lives with his wife and kids in Westchester County. This juror started as an alternate and replaced a juror who was dismissed over inconsistent disclosures about where he lived. Okay, so he started out as an alternate, but he replaced that other juror. Wow. Exactly. They're taking a lot of restroom breaks. Hopefully, they can hear everybody, remember everybody. That's why they were asking for so much stuff. Okay. These poor people. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me count how many that is. So over over 50, I'm going to say over 55, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the jurors are over 55. Okay, if you want to go a little higher, over 60, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 5, over 60. All of those are over 60. Yeah. Well, one lady is 57. Wow. That's interesting, y'all. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, so let's kind of, I saw one more update. All right, so as the defense and prosecution discussed their response to the jury's note saying they reached a verdict on 4 of the 5 counts, the prosecution asked for an instruction called an Allen charge. The Allen charge is given when a jury returns and reveals that they are deadlocked. The judge will encourage the jury to go back and continue deliberations and try to find unanimity to avoid a mistrial. In this case, it would only pertain to count number 1. Now, this does not require jurors to change their vote or reach a verdict. The defense said it was too early for the Allen charge and suggested more gentle language was used, in response to that note. Um, so yes, that will take place tomorrow. He did not issue the Allen charge, but he said tomorrow they are going to go straight to deliberations. He's not going to even call them into the courtroom on tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Mature equates to experience, trauma, and governmental cynicism. They are not easily swayed by tears, media, or popularity. They're more inclined to take on the role of requiring proof. Okay. Interesting. Hey, Rosalind, welcome. Okay, right. Girl, I was trying to. She said, "Stop counting." Hey, Latte, welcome. Thank you, CK, because I'm telling you, this intrigues me. Okay, Mick Jagger. You said Mick Jagger is 81 and still on stage jumping around like jumping Jack. Oh my goodness. Like Jumping Jack Flash, us older folks ain't so, oh, okay, I'm not 81, but I'm closing in on 60. Right. And it was no offense to anyone in those age groups. I was just wondering why, because I was listening to CKB. He said the older the better. And I was just curious as to why. But I get it. Now that he clarified some things, I get it. Okay. Well, y'all, it seems like we're going to have to wait another day. And hopefully they can really get down to it by tomorrow morning. Maybe not the full day tomorrow, since they've already reached a verdict on 4 of the charges. Then maybe it won't take as long. Hey, Ebony, welcome. Thank you for joining. Maybe it won't take as long tomorrow. But this is quite interesting how this thing is taking another turn. We've had so many turns with this case. Um, wow. I wonder what part are they not seeing with that Rico? Because they gave them instructions on what it meant. So I'm not understanding what part they're not seeing. So, according to the U.S. Justice Department, to convict someone of racketeering, prosecutors must prove 5 different criteria: that a criminal enterprise existed, the enterprise affected interstate commerce, the defendant was associated with or employed by the enterprise, the defendant engaged in a pattern of racketeering activity, and the defendant participated in at least 2 acts of racketeering activity. The minimum sentence for racketeering varies by jurisdiction and severity of the crime. Convicted racketeers can also face fines. Okay. So I'm wondering, are they stumped on the part about it being an enterprise and the part about the defendant engaging in that activity? Because remember this morning we were saying that although it may have been like purchasing the rugs and all of that, a lot of it was his assistants or the ladies. It wasn't necessarily Diddy. Okay, Diddy played a big part. Now he was distributing, to the women, but he actually did a big thing with trying to keep his hands clean. Seemed like others were doing a lot of his dirty work. They may not be seeing because they didn't prove that, and most of the victims were willing participants. Right, that's what it started looking like. Remember, it was like, okay, if you're gonna say, because I would have a hard time on that part too. Uh, if you're saying, "Oh, I was coerced into doing freak offs," but then the other side of that was where the text messages where these women were saying, "Oh, yes, I love when we do the freak offs." Then that's conflict right there. You can't love it on one hand and then say you were coerced the other side on the other side. Okay, so I could see some doubt there. Remember, it has to be beyond the shadow of a doubt, right? Well, I would have a problem there. Hey, turn that down. I would have a problem there, to be honest. So that could be an issue. Maybe they're just not seeing that. Um, wow. And then also, y'all, something else that hit me. Did they do it? Did Diddy, are they seeing Diddy doing this as in thinking of it as, how do I want to word this? Okay, because one article I was reading said racketeering is not a specific crime, it's a way of thinking about and prosecuting a variety of crimes. So my thing is this: was he trying to do these things? Like, some people do have this whole enterprise where they know we're going to get some rugs from over here. We're going to sell it or give it out over here. Or we're going to have these prostitutes going here, or so forth. Or was it just for his own personal? Like, maybe they're looking at it as, okay, this is something he wants to do in his personal sex life, is to do these rugs, because they didn't find a lot on that guy that they got off the plane. Okay, when they went into his house, they found more baby oil. Hey, Nicole, hey, sis, they found more baby oil than they found rugs. Okay. So I'm wondering, and hey, I'm not saying any of this is right. I'm just trying to think it through with y'all. We ain't even on the jury. We just trying to think like jury members. So are they thinking that, well, this was for his own personal satisfaction? Like, unless they specifically have receipts showing he's using company funds to fund these ex-workers and bringing them on planes and bringing them over state lines to do what I want them to do, or to go and have X with other people? Or was it, me and my girl want to do something freaky? Okay, we got some cash. You have a business. I'm just, paying for you to come and help us out. You're paying for a service, not necessarily, oh, we're involved in this big. I think that may be more so of how they're thinking about it. Was it his own personal pleasure and things of that sort, and not like a whole enterprise? I think that may throw some of them off, especially some of those older ones. It's crazy to think I'm alive during his prosecution. Right, okay. There's always someone doing, if she's just one, okay, I'll get to witness. Yes. So it's the entire trial over, and I thought his charges were dropped. I don't keep up with this. Ebony girl, where have you been? No, the trial is not over, and the jury has reached a verdict on 4 out of the 5 charges. They just have not been able to reach a verdict on charge number 1, which is the RICO charge. So they have gone home for today, but they are going to come back tomorrow and continue deliberations. So they're going to go straight into the room. When all of them come and arrive to the courthouse, they're going to get right to it. Okay. Now, hopefully, they have had a good night's rest, um, all of that, and they can come fresh tomorrow and talk this thing through and come up with a verdict on all 5 charges. Now, Mr. CKB, he was in the chat. He's a lawyer. He stated that if they cannot reach an agreement on charge number 1, then hey, it will be considered a mistrial, and the prosecutors will have to either retry the case or drop the case. Okay, now I don't know what the gap is in between retrying the case. If we have months, years, or weeks. Okay. Thank you, Dreamy Girl. If y'all would like to support the channel, please, you can purchase a copy, a super sticker, a super chat, or a cash app, and it is scrolling on the screen. And the copy link is in the chat and pinned at the top as well. Let's see. The future Dr. R. Way said, I really don't know how to feel about this trial personally. I don't have a strong opinion. Either way it turns out. I just want to know the final verdict. Right. I mean, hey, I'm with you on that. We just want to know. We're invested by this time. Okay. If we have been watching for the past 6 weeks, okay, we're invested into this thing. Yes, Ebony, girl. Hey, Karen, welcome. Thank you for joining. So, oh my gosh, y'all, another day. But I told y'all it will probably be about Wednesday. And here we go. I was like, if they come up with the verdict today, I really couldn't feel that because they had too much to talk about. And then also, when they asked a question about distribution, that was another sign too that I was like, oh man. Hey, Brahmalena, welcome. Thank you for joining. I just knew something wasn't going right back there. I had a feeling. So now here we are. We're going into another day. I'm ready to watch the movies drop. Which movies? Yes, Brahmalena, another day. Girl, yes. We got close. Okay, they reached the verdict in 4 of the 5 charges. So the RICO charge is the hardest one, and it is also it carries the heaviest sentence. So they want to make sure that they get that right. So I don't know, y'all, if they will or not come up with it. This could be a possible mistrial. Possibly. We shall see. So let's do this. For those of you, because now we haven't even gotten to the guilty versus not guilty. We haven't even gotten to that yet. Okay. We're stuck. Okay. In the chat, I want you to tell me, do you think, yes, they will be able to come up with a unanimous vote on charge 1, or no, they will not be able to come up with the unanimous vote on charge 1, which means a mistrial? What do you think? Where do you think we are right now? A yes, they will be able to do this by tomorrow, or no, they're not. And we're looking at going into another direction with this whole thing. I'm so nervous. And it's not even me. Okay. I'm not even on trial, but I'm nervous. There's a couple docs dropped already, right? I haven't seen them yet. The movie. Oh, yes. Yes, Kate, there are. 50 Cent would definitely drop some movie. Okay, 50 Cent, he's probably quiet. I think he's waiting to see how to troll. Because right now, he really can't troll him. He doesn't know if he's guilty or not. Yeah, so he can't really troll too much right now. Diddy is probably shaking in his boots because he has no clue as to what is going to happen right now. No, it's going to be something different tomorrow. Okay, girl. Oh my god. Okay, said I'm ready with the popcorn. Right. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is crazy. Okay, so we have one no. I'm still torn. I don't know at this point. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I don't think they'll be able to come to a unanimous vote on this, on the RICO. My UPS employee is ready for this to be over. I listen every day and shop online in between. Oh my goodness! Hey boo, hey, you need to send me a gift. Okay. Me too. 50 Cent has been trolling him on his IG. Yes, he has. He has. Okay. Hey, Jessica. She said it's going to be a mistrial. See, Jessica's with me. Okay, I'm going that route too at this point. Hey, 420 catfishing is in the building. Thank you for joining. Where have you been? Have you been keeping up with the trial? Okay, I agree. I'm not holding my breath. Right, right. Yeah, I'm not holding my breath, y'all. Latae said, open book. Thank you for your support on today. I really appreciate it. Oh, anytime, sis. Yes, you are doing some great things. And you're in the algorithm too, because usually if I go to my home screen, it'll show, like, that's usually where I see posts. Like, I don't just like with Facebook, I don't just sit and say, oh, let me go on such and such page, or let me go over here. If it doesn't show up on my news feed or on YouTube on the homepage, I will miss it. Or if it's not on my notification, I don't even have time to just say, let me go to this person's page. Let me go. Some people do, but I don't even have time for that. So you must be in the algorithm. Okay, you're going to look it up. I think no. If they can't agree quickly, then they won't be able to. Right, Karen. Oh, y'all. Oh, this makes me sick to my stomach. So wait. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so I wonder if Mr. CKB still in here. So my question is, if they cannot agree on charge number one, which means that this may possibly go to a mistrial, will they tell us what their verdict was on the other four? Or will they just keep it a secret and we'll never know, and we have to go to a whole nother trial and start all over again? That's what I'm curious about. And also this, if we have to sit through another trial, they need to put this on televised. Okay. We're sick of everyone else telling us this. I'm playing. No, but they need to put it on TV. We want to see it. Working, taking care of my boys. Okay. I understand that. I hope they did make him delete some posts. He was forced to delete a few. Really? Okay, Mr. CKB said, I'm curious to know if he is found not guilty. What will Jane Doe do? Will she go back to him? Will she stay in the house? Will she still partake in those hotel nights? Oh, yes, yes, and yes. And that's allegedly. Okay. She would definitely go back to him, definitely stay in the house. Now I don't know about staying in the house. I don't know how mad he is at her. But she definitely gonna go back to the hotel nights. Okay. Yes, sick to my stomach. If they drop the drawer that they're talking about, They can go for a mistrial because you shouldn't have to drop that juror because he doesn't agree. Oh, juror. Uh, yes, that's what I was saying too. 420. I said that juror should have been out of there when he said that he couldn't follow the directions of the judge and all of that. I would have changed him with an alternate, switched him out. Okay. I don't know if he's the one keeping up the issues right now, though. Yeah, she will probably still partake. Definitely that. I do believe that. So, we shall see. I really, oh, y'all. And to be honest, that's why a lot of people really didn't go in on him and give up too much information just in case. Okay, he gets out of there. Yes, OB 50 Cent had to delete some of his posts because they revealed. Let me take CKB's. Let me take that comment out of there. Really? Or let me see. I don't want no issues back on with them saying I don't part of nothing. I don't know nothing. We don't know nothing over here. We don't know nothing. Yep. So, but I get it. Wait, I never experienced a reading of the remaining verdict. Wait, what did you say? Ordinarily, the judge would just find the jury is deadlocked and order a mistrial. I've never experienced a reading of the remaining verdict findings. Oh, okay, got you. Okay, I got you. Allegedly. Right. That's what I was saying. Okay, we don't know. We don't know nothing. We just putting clues together. Okay, let's see here. Da, 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 da. If he gets off, he can be ready for the foolery and to be sued again. Exactly. They're going to watch him. I already know that. They will continue to watch him. His life will not just be the same until they get him. It's too late in the case to switch them out. You can bring an alternate and the alternate is just going to agree with everybody else. If I was Diddy, I'll call for a mistrial. Okay, that's a good point. Yep, they were the funniest posts. We got to pretend we don't know nothing. I didn't know that he had to take some down. Okay, just saw one saying apparently instead of saying no homo, kids are saying no Diddy. Oh, I have been out of the loop. I didn't know that that's what that meant. The judge could discharge the juror, but not just on that allegation. The judge would have to find that juror is biased or not impartial, or that he's advocating for jury nullification. So then, in that case, though, if the judge was to find out that he was doing this, trying to be biased or all of that, then what? Would he bring in an alternate? But wouldn't it be too late? Or would it still be a mistrial? I have my suspicion that she gets her rent paid because she knows something on him. Oh, yeah, definitely. Because she was talking to um, the defense and the prosecutors at one point, and then she said she quit talking to the defense team, I think maybe a month before the trial. Hey, all YouTube team, welcome. Yep. So that's interesting. So the judge could discharge the juror. Man, this will be interesting tomorrow, y'all. Oh my goodness. Do y'all think that perhaps somebody got to that juror and trying to get them to do something fishy? Now I don't know. It's just something is up with all of this. I'm just to be honest. It this is making me mad too at the same time. Uh-uh. Girl. Girl, you silly. Is she? Girl, nobody trying to buy them. I'm gonna have to look at that. goodness. I hear kids using that all the time. I had one kid tell me that other kids were calling him Diddy. Not Diddy, because he was dating a girl a year younger than him. Oh my goodness. Hey, Shelly. Okay, Mr. CKB said, remember, it was just a no. It wasn't a hearing, interview, or meeting. The judge would have to go through the discharging process. For the sake of due process, it is never too late to discharge a juror. Okay, got you. Okay. So it was just a note. Okay. So he hasn't entered. So do you think that he would interview him first? Well, I thought it was multiple jurors that they said. I thought he said, uh, let me look at that. I thought it was a couple. Let me see. I could be wrong. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Thought I saw that it was multiple. I want to make sure. I thought I saw that somewhere where it was more than one. I want to make sure I get it right. Okay. The judge was Okay, CKB, do you remember if it said if it was just one juror or a couple? That's the part that I was looking for. Because I was like, uh-oh, when I saw that. Okay, I apologize, y'all. I don't like to have dead air. Okay, well, do, 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 do. Let me come to the comments. Okay. Tomorrow we doing laundry. Okay. Let's see. I mean, that's progress in a way that even kids know some things are playing wrong. Right. Okay. Man, I thought it was more than one, but I could be wrong, y'all. Until I find it, I want to make sure it said multiple. But if it's more than one, that it makes it even worse. Okay. If it's more than one juror that's tied up. Now, if it's just one juror, that's different. But if it's multiple, oh my goodness, that's crazy. Micah, don't do that. Let's see. Yeah, if it's more than one, that would be crazy. Okay, let's see. To my knowledge, it was just one note regarding that juror. The subsequent notes were for the drug distribution, instruction, and reaching partial verdict. Because I thought it said something about unpersuadable opinions, and I thought it was multiple when I saw that. But okay, I could have been wrong. I know they use unpersuadable. That's the one that they sent this evening. unpersuadable opinions. So when I saw unpersuadable opinions with an S, I started thinking to myself, oh my goodness, is it more than one jury member? That's what I was wondering. Okay. Well, we'll see. Okay, the judge opted to make a general instruction to follow the instructions. Yes, I do remember that. Okay, funny enough, there hasn't been a single case where a judge discharges a jury on this basis. So this would be it would be new and likely appealable. Oh, oh, y'all, this is a lot. Oh my goodness. This is a lot. See, this is why we needed someone in that field, okay? Because I wouldn't have known all of that. Shout out to Mr. CKB. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Let me put his channel in the chat. Make sure y'all subscribe because he has all of the legal tea on Saturdays, especially. Now he goes live other times, but on Saturdays, y'all, he's on live sometimes like five, 5 or 6 hours. Okay, just to talk it. Y'all think I can talk? No, he can talk. Okay. But look, we stay on there. We into it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me put that in the chat. We appreciate you, Mr. CKB. Yeah, I'm putting it right now. Okay, so I just put it in the chat. Make sure y'all tap in and subscribe to Mr. CKB. Let's see. I can imagine he's that damn good. He's awkwardly cocky at best. Right. Oh, y'all, this is scary. Mm-mm. This is scary. It is different. Wow. So we'll tune in tomorrow. Okay. So it starts. Well, the jury will start deliberating. Will start deliberating at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Okay. And thank you, CKB. Then after that, I guess we'll hear something. Maybe they'll send more notes, send a couple more notes. I don't know. But we'll kind of see where we go tomorrow, y'all. Is so oh, this is Mr. CKB. He's in the chat. He's a lawyer that gives great tips and advice. He's been on the panel before, but he also has his own channel. And he goes over various cases, trending topics, gives the legal perspective, but he does it in like a conversational way. And he always over there flirting. Okay. I had to call you out. Okay, taking all those women's money. I'm playing. Not about the flirting. Okay. Thank you, CKB. Stay safe. Okay, he said in these Diddy streets. Oh my goodness. I am done. Okay, thank you for joining us tonight. So yes, y'all, we'll tap back in tomorrow, be in the loop on what's happening. And either way, okay, either way it goes. But I love you all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hold on 1 second. But thank y'all so much for joining. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Also, subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you and have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.